White is currently down 2 pawns in the starting position of today's puzzle, but there's a few other factors at play here. First of all, we see that the queens are facing off against each other. Now, what happens if we simply trade? Of course, black is going to recapture. And here, yes, we have rook d3, where maybe black can take on c2, but this pawn is also vulnerable. This position is a mess, let me tell you. The computer evaluates it as roughly even, tiny edge for black, but that's certainly not what we are looking for. So I talked about how the queens are facing off, but there's another pair of pieces, and those are the knights that are also looking at one another. And what is this black knight doing? It is defending the queen on d4. And this is a very important motif we are going to see here. So what do we do first? We remove the defender of the queen. Here, black has nothing better than to take. If the queen goes away to any other square, like f6, for example, we will simply move the knight. We can move it here, targeting this, but we can also really drop the knight back anywhere we want. We will simply have one apiece in the process. So the most testing move is queen d1. And now this is the point. We don't recapture here when black would take here, and this position, again, even though black has 2 extra pawns, it's probably closer to equality because of the weaknesses. But let's go back to this position when black has just taken us on d1, because here we're going to learn a very important tactical motif. It's called Zwischenzug. Zwischenzug is German for literally translates as in-between move. You might know as intermediate move. Also the Italian word intermezzo. And what is that? That intermediate move is knight e7 check. So we don't recapture immediately, but we throw in that in-between move. It's also called an intermediate check in this case. Now black has no other choice but to move the king, and only now, after we saved our knight, do we recapture the queen on d1. As a result, we emerge with an extra piece. Yes, black has 2 pawns, but there are simply too many weaknesses in their camp. This position is completely winning. The computer gives white a +3 edge. So very well done. If you spotted this nice move, knight c6, and then the intermediate check, knight e7, which allows us to win a piece when all is said and done. I hope you enjoyed today's puzzle. I think it's a very useful motif to remember for the future. I've been Fiona Steil-Anthony. You can catch me streaming at twitch.tv/Fionketta, or you can also follow me on my other social media channels, and I will see you for another puzzle very soon.